students, in the last two classes we have studied about different angle according to the measurement, that is 0 to 90 degree acute angle, 90 to 90 degree equal to right angle, then 90 degree to 180 degree it is obtuse angle. If it is 180 degree it is a straight angle. If it is greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree, then it is a reflex angle, and then last one is a complete angle. So there we got 6 different angles. And then also we have studied in our previous video that adjacent angle. If two angles have a common vertex and a common arm, then those two angles are known as adjacent angle. Then we have studied about the complementary angle. Complementary angle is what? If sum of measures of two angles, if sum of measures of two angles is equal to 190 degree, if sum of measures of two angles equal to 90 degree, then they are known as complementary angle. Then we have studied about linear pair. Two adjacent angles. Sum of measures of two adjacent angles, if it is equal to 180 degree, then they are said to form a linear pair. They are said to form a linear pair. And last, we studied about the supplementary angle. What was that? If sum of measures of two angles is equal to 180 degree, complementary 90 degree, here 180 degree, then they are known as supplementary angles. Okay? So they all total, how many angles? Till now 10. 6 plus 4. Adjacent, complementary, straight angle, and then supplementary angles. So altogether 10. But last time I have done that vertically opposite angles are equal. So one more. So total 11 angles we got. Okay. Now today we'll use those angle property to solve question. Okay. So exercise 6.1, question number 5. So my dear student, please draw the diagram. Question number 5. Okay. Diagram. One is perpendicular, and then another is obtuse angle. So this is O. Then what is that? PQRS. PQRS. These are diagrams. Now, as OR perpendicular to PQ, then what we can write? Angle POR equal to angle ROQ. Can you recollect why? Because both are 90 degree. One I have shown, that means other one is also 90 degree. So 90 degree. Now you have to see what here you are going to prove. You are going to prove that ROS. So whether ROS is there? Not there. ROS, this angle divided, then you will get angle ROS. So let's see. POR equal to angle ROS plus angle SOP. Angle ROS you have to get. Then again, what you have to get? Angle QOS. So QOS, that means this as a angle, that is 90 degree plus angle ROS. Then what you have to do? See, angle ROS, POR, angle POR equal to angle ROS plus SOP. Then what is that? You see, angle ROQ plus angle ROS. Now this one will not be there anymore because this one equal to this, and now this one equal to that. So angle ROQ plus angle ROS equal to what? Equal to angle ROS plus angle ROS plus angle SOP. Because you've got, if you add same thing in both sides of an equation, then there will be no change. So I have added ROS, so we have to add both sides, then only there will be no change. So I have added. So then angle ROQ plus ROS, ultimately what will be that? Angle QOS. So angle QOS equal to ROS plus ROS twice angle ROS plus angle SOP plus angle SOP. Now you see what you have to do. Here I have written SOP, but in the question it is given POS. So my dear student, please write according to the question. You write down angle POS instead of SOP because I overlooked that one. Okay, so sorry for that. Okay, so please then continue. Then angle twice angle ROS equal to angle QOS minus angle SOP implies angle ROS equal to half angle QOS minus angle SOP. This is the proof of this question. Okay, I'll just explain once again. See, my dear student, RO is perpendicular to PQ. So RO is perpendicular to PQ. That means what? Angle ROQ equal to angle ROP equal to 90 degree. And then both the angles are equal. Angle ROP and angle ROQ both are equal. Then what we have done, POR equal to how much? POR equal to angle ROS plus angle SOP. But according to the book, it is supposed to be POS. So please arrange that S and P. So it will be angle POS instead of angle SOP. Then we have to get angle QOS. If you have to get angle QOS, that means you have to add these and these angle together. Then you will get angle QOS. And then I told, if you add same thing to both sides of an equation, then there will no change in the equation or equality. So that's the reason I have added ROS to both sides to get angle QOS. So I have added, then you see we got angle QOS plus ROS twice ROS and plus SOP. And then twice ROS equal to QOS minus SOP is supposed to be angle POS. And then 2 you divide, you get the answer. Okay? This is an important question. This is an important question. So please, my dear student, please practice it nicely because this is an important question. Now next you please read the question. It is given that there is no diagram. According to the statement, you have to draw the diagram. What is that? XYZ, angle XYZ equal to 64 degree. XY is produced to point P. Draw a figure from the given information. If ray YQ bisect angle ZYP, find angle XYQ and angle QYP. So let's see. I hope by this time we have all of you have copied. So I'll wrap this. Now question number 6. So first of all, you write angle, question number 6. Question number 6. Diagram is most important question. X, Y, Z. Then XY is produced to the point P. X, Y, Z. So suppose X, then Y, then Z. XY is produced to P. It is P. Okay? Then you see what is that? Draw a figure from the given information. If the ray YQ bisect angle ZYP. So this is YQ. YQ bisect this triangle. This angle equal to this angle. Then they are asking find angle XYQ. XYQ. So this is already given. If you can find out this value, then you can add these two you'll get XYQ. Then reflex angle QYP. Reflex angle QYP. That means this part you have to get. This is the part you have to get as a reflex angle. So first of all, my dear students, see XYP. Is it a straight angle or not? Is it a straight angle or not? Is it straight angle? It is a straight angle. Why? Because sum of all these angles, three angles, is equal to 180 degree. But here you cannot say it is a linear pair because pair means two. Here it is three angles. Clear? So let's see. Then, first of all, you consider, suppose this is X and this is also X. Then what will happen? See, angle XYZ plus X equal to 180 degree. Because the YQ is a bisector. So then here it is 64 degree plus twice X equal to 180 degree. Then what is that? X equal to 180 degree minus 64 degree divided by 2. So 180 degree and minus 64 degree equal to how much? It is equal to 6, then 1 divided by 2 equal to 58. So this is, so that means these two angles we got. These two angles we got. Now you have to get angle XYQ. XYQ. See, this is the angle you have to get. XYQ. So XYQ equal to 64 plus X. 64 degree plus X, and X is 58 degrees. So 64 plus 58 degree. So equal to how much? Equal to, you see, 122 degree. So we got angle XYQ. Now we got angle QYP. Now we have to get reflex angle. In my last class I told sum of an angle and its reflex will be always equal to 360 degree. So you will subtract measurement of this part. Measurement of this part you subtract from 360 degree, you will get the reflex angle. Okay, so let's see. So reflex angle QYP equal to 360 degree minus angle QYP equal to 360 degree minus 58 degree equal to how much? 302 degree. So we got both the angle, reflex angle we got. So sum of an angle and its reflex is equal to 360 degree. So if reflex angle also given, you subtract the reflex angle from 360 degree, you will get its original angle. If you know the original angle, you subtract that one from 360 degree, you will get its original reflex angle. Is it clear to you? So this is the question, solution of question number 6. Okay. So with this, we will complete the exercise 6.1. Then, before I wind up for today, let us discuss few more angles. Few more angles. Already we got 6 angle, 6 plus 4 plus 1, 11 angle. Today some more angles. So let's see. I hope all of you have written by this time. So please, I'll wrap this one. Okay. Now exercise 6.1 finish. Now, see. Now this is suppose P, Q, R, S, A, B, C, D. By looking, two pairs I have given. Q, P, R, S, and A, B, and C, D. Two pairs of line I have drawn. By looking this one, can you identify whether they are, what is the nature of these two pair of lines? What is the nature of these two pair of lines? First one you see, if you produce towards the back, that means towards Q and R, they will intersect at a point. So that means P, Q and RS are intersecting lines if you produced. Whereas AB and CD, it seems that they never meet each other. That means what? If they never meet each other, that means one thing is that means their distance between the line remain constant. Distance between the line remain constant this much. So if distance between the two lines remain constant, then they are known as pair of parallel lines. If distance between two lines remain constant throughout, then they are said to be pair of parallel line. And if, now you see, here see how much gap, here you see how much gap, and here definitely chalk is coming out of the line. That means distance between PQ and RS is not same at each and every interval of time, whereas distance between AP and CD remain constant at each and every interval of time. Is it clear, my dear students? Okay. Then that means what? If a pair of line, then you will get again some more angles. You intersect these by a third line. This is known as, if a line intersect a pair of parallel line, then that line is known as transversal. Then that line is known as transversal. Now you see, here this, then here this, then again this. So that way one more you will get. I did not mark, that one you mark by yourself. Now single line 1, 2, double line 3, 4, triple line 5, 6. So angle 1 and angle 2. Angle 1 equal to angle 2. Why? AB parallel to CD and MN is a transversal. MN is a transversal. If AB parallel to CD and MN is a transversal, then angle 1 equal to angle 2. Why? Corresponding angle. Why? Angle 1 equal to angle 2 are known as corresponding angle. Then what will be the definition? The angle formed by a pair of parallel lines and a transversal, and on the same side of the transversal, once again, if angles formed by a pair of parallel lines when it is intersected by a transversal, and on the same side of that transversal, and one is interior and other is exterior, this is exterior, this is interior, then those angles are known as corresponding angle. So angle 1 equal to angle 2, then angle 3 equal to angle 4. So these are corresponding angles. Now you see, in the last class you got, can you tell me, angle 3 equal to angle 5. Why? Angle 3 equal to angle 5, if you see, this is vertically opposite angle. Angle 4 equal to angle 6. Angle 4 equal to angle 6. So these two are vertically opposite angles. These two are corresponding angles. Also corresponding angles are there. 5 and 6 is also corresponding angle. And other one I did not write, other two I did not write. So please you write it down. Clear? Next, see, angle 5 equal to angle 4. Why? Alternate angles. Alternate angles. Alternate angles means what? If a pair of line is intersected by a transversal, and then the angle formed by the transversal and the pair of parallel lines is on the opposite side, each are opposite side of the transversal, and both are in the different lines. Both are in the different lines. See, angle 5 is with AB, angle 4 is with angle with CD. Then they are known as alternate angles. Alter. See, this one, alter, alter. Alternate angles. Is it clear? So what did we get? We got what is pair of parallel lines, what is intersecting line. Then we got transversal, what is transversal, what is pair of parallel lines. Then we got corresponding angles. Then we have repeated again, that is vertically opposite angles. And then we got alternate angles. So my dear students, I will not proceed anymore for today. So please go through all those angles. Please go through all those angles so that next class when you will start, you will have no confusion. Because in the coming exercise will be tutorial depending on this, that is alternate angles, corresponding angles, and vertically opposite angles and all. Okay, so my dear student, please go through this thing and please practice those questions number 5 and 6. With that, I wind up for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.